Hey, g'day guys. Welcome back to another episode of SouthRidge Monaro build. And in this episode, we're going to be tackling the Brembo brake upgrade here. So as you can see, these are all just unsurfaced versions of them. They're not painted red or anything. So they're a good candidate to spray up in a different color. So we're going to run through that in this episode. The prepping and painting of these calipers. And then in later episodes, we'll install them.
So some interesting sort of things that you need to consider when putting these brakes on is making sure that the direction is correct for the caliper. So you'll notice in these ones, there's actually a smaller and a larger caliper piston. So one's just ever so slightly bigger on the fronts there. It's a bit more obvious on the rears here. You can see it quite obvious there. So the key thing that you have to do here is actually swap around the bleed points and the crossover line. So on here you can see I've already swapped it over for the fronts here. So the bleed, to close the circuit there from one side to the other, you got the line crossover line there, and then you got the bleed point there at the top. And that way you can sufficiently bleed out the air from the system, which is pretty critical for any brake setup. So I've prepped everything up. As you can see, I've just made a makeshift booth here. And what I'm going to do is just use pretty much a red high temperature paint and then a clear coat as well, high temperature, which I've also got some Brembo stickers to chuck on there, and then I'll clear coat over those as well. I'm just going to get straight into it. I'm just going to lay the first coat and we'll just see how it looks. And then we'll just keep putting on the coats until I feel like it's got a good enough coverage. So, as you can see, we now put the first coat on these. Just going to let them sort of tack up a bit more, and then put another coat on the front, probably just the front half. I think the rear's got plenty. There are a few oversights here. I should have put bolts or something inside the bolt points there. Probably mask it up a bit better than what I've done. But I think for an amateur having a crack at it, pretty happy with the results so far. But only time will tell, right? Once I actually finish this up. Finish up the final coats, put the stickers, all that kind of stuff, chuck them on the car, do 5,000 Ks with them. If the paint's still good, then we'll know it's actually a reasonable job. But at the moment, yeah, I'm happy with it. So I'm now just going to chuck some clear coat on this. It's going to be about 10 minutes between each coat. So I'm going to try and get down two sort of tacky coats and then one really heavy coat, and then see if I can get maybe a second in there as well and see how we go. So I'm just going with like a satin gloss coat or satin clear coat. Hopefully it's going to be okay. And that'll sort of provide a surface for the sticker to go on. And then I might shoot another coat of clear over that just to seal it in and see how we go, okay? Just having a bit of a quick review of the gloss coats. So you can see it's pretty good, I'm happy with it. I'm going to let this sit for about a week now. Let it fully cure. And then that way it'll be ready for next week. There it is, that's a wrap really. So we've got these all done now. Just going to let them sit for about a week now. It's interesting doing these, so if I'd do anything different, I'd probably put these on hooks instead of on metal twine. That way you can turn them around easily, but using metal twine, you can twist the twine anyway and turn them around as you need, so it's not too bad. And I'd probably just mask them up a bit better. Probably mask up the bolt holes, and I'll probably take the crossover lines off as well, just so they can be polished up instead, something like that, yeah. But overall, pretty straightforward process. If you're thinking of doing something like this, I wouldn't hesitate to have a crack at it. the only thing you've got to lose is, your original paint job, and if it's already rubbish, well, this is going to be a whole lot better, right? So this is sort of part one of the brake upgrade. So next week I'll put the stickers on, chuck them onto the car, and we'll go through that process. And then eventually we'll take it for a drive. Till then, take care everyone, and if you are still here, please do like, subscribe, and share, and do all those social things. It helps me see if I'm doing the right thing here, or just comment, let me know if I could do something different. Thanks for watching. Till next time, have a good one.